Well, good morning, everybody. Grace and peace to you from our Lord Jesus Christ and all the saints here in my front yard. um, I don't have any network stuff for you today, so if you're tuning in for that, I'm sorry. I just don't have it yet. What I do have for those that are interested are a skylight repair. I got this skylight here that I got to install up there in that blinding sun. And I'm not looking forward to it. I spent the day yesterday taking off the tarp and the duct tape and all the stuff that I'd used to repair this thing, and it took all day, and it was very hot. It's like 95, 96 degrees out here. So we're gonna run up here on the roof, and I'm gonna show you what I'm dealing with, and we'll see how far I get today. Okay, meet you up on the roof. Okay, welcome to the roof. And here's what I got to deal with. This guy. And you can probably see, hopefully, yeah, see all these cracks. It's letting water in, and it's starting to do bad things to the roof. So I'm going to start trying to pry this up with my scrapers and everything else, try to get this thing off so I can put that one down there on. You can see this is just really cheap plastic. That's a aircraft grade plexiglass I'm replacing it with. So I procrastinated long enough. Time to get started. I'll get back with you when I've made some progress. Well, I'm about a third of the way through chipping this little scraper underneath the flange of this skylight, whatever they held it on with. They didn't want it to come off, but apparently they didn't realize that the material they were using was crap. cheap crap. And yeah, I'm almost wishing I had just cut it off and left the flange on there, but no, I'm gonna take it off, do it the right way. And I'm trying to be very careful about not tearing this roof membrane, because that would be a very expensive mistake. But yeah, I'm just gonna get back at it. I'm taking a break. This is a procrastination break. I'll see you guys again when I've made more progress. Success. I now have, I can't even see, I now have a hole in my roof. Right down there. There's my slide out dinette. And this, sorry, I'm having trouble seeing. This is the piece of junk that they put up there. So I'm going to clean the rest of this opening up and get ready to start measuring the new skylight and fitting it on here. Let's see how much of this old sealant I can get off. I don't know how much of that I can get rid of. It's on there pretty good. We'll see. Maybe some heat. I'll get back with you in a little bit. Okay, I finally got that thing off. Hole in the roof, threw it on the ground. I gotta clean this up. And then I'm gonna take the skylight over there up to the roof and start doing some preliminary measurements. And I hope that's bigger than that one. I thought I ordered it with a wider flange so it'll go into some uncompromised roof material. Some of it got a little soft where the water's been getting in. And yeah, it's apparently been that way for quite a while, probably a couple of years, probably several years. So yeah, if you have one of these, keep up with the maintenance. I need to stretch my legs out a little bit. I've been kneeling up there trying to pry that piece of junk off. So I'm gonna walk around, stretch a little bit, and then we'll get back to it up there. Okay, so here we are back up on the roof, and what I did is just lay the skylight on there and kind of mark where the existing holes are. And I'm going to not drill into this plexiglass where those holes in the roof are. I want it to bite into some good wood. A lot of these screws were almost rusted completely out, which was that's bad. So I bought stainless steel screws, which is what they should have used to begin with, but they didn't. And so yeah, I'm going to take this back and measure out the holes and start drilling. I'm going to drill them a little oversized too, just so I don't crack the plexiglass when I'm putting the screws back in. But I'm thinking I might let this just sit open for a day just to let this roof material dry out completely. So we may hit this up again tomorrow. We'll see. I'll be back, well, for you, almost immediately. Well, dang it. I had to climb back up on the roof. I marked all these holes. I marked, basically where they were, but I didn't mark how far they are from the flange, from the edge of the flange of this skylight. We see that? Yeah, probably. So I went through and made some more marks. So I'm going to measure and see what approximately that distance is. And when I drill my new holes, I'm going to make sure they are roughly that distance from, of course, avoiding all those existing hole locations. So maybe it's easier to see over here. How about that? There, now they're easier to see. So yeah, I made the blue marks while I was up on the roof the first time. And that showed where the center of the holes were, but I didn't really show how far they were from the flange. So I went back up there and made the black marks to show how far they are from the flange. And yeah, I'm going to mark this up and get it drilled. So let's put this down and get to it. Hey, look, I've got a halo. Nah, I don't deserve one. All right, we'll be back in a minute. Okay, it's the same day. I'm wearing a different shirt because it's getting hot. And street sweepers going by out there. Oh, of course. So I just got done marking up the holes and drilling them. So here we are with drilled holes. There's a little bit of deburring I need to do on the back of some of these. Just do that with the screwdriver, the drill there. And yeah, it's ready to go. What I'm going to do is put some, like a gasket on the bottom of this, what do they call it, butyl tape. I got some wide stuff. I'm going to just seal all around this and just squish it down on top of the sealant I could not get off up there. And it's pretty thick stuff. This butyl tape's about that thick. And between that and screwing it down and then putting self-leveling sealant all around it, I'm hoping that'll be the end of it. I'm not going to do this today though, because it's getting hot. I don't like working on the roof in the heat. So what I am going to do is I'm going to set this aside for now. I'm probably going to deburr these first, then set it aside so I don't forget. And then I'm going to go out there and pull a Starlink cable. So stay tuned for that. There's plenty to do on this trailer, I tell you. Be right back. Actually, I'm back now. I forgot. Left over from when I was building airplanes, I have this deburring tool. And I'm just going to go on the back of all these holes and just go around a couple times. Get rid of the plastic burrs that built up when the drill cut through. And this makes it nice and clean, smooth, keeps it from cracking. So yeah, I'm just going to go around the whole thing and finish that up. Okay, now that was some work. Oh my goodness. So I had to use this fish tape and fish it up that little space. Where is it? A little space where that silver conduit is going. That's the heating duct. So I had to squeeze it in there. The first time I tried it, it went up inside this wall in a void. And just kept going up higher and higher. I kept pushing it, going, where the heck is this thing going? So I pulled it back out, and then I pulled it back, and then I couldn't get it out. So I had to walk away for a little bit and cool down and pray. And then I was finally able to get it out. And this time I took some more careful pictures of what's behind that, because that goes over here. Behind that mess there. And you can see it right there. That's where it plugs into the outside connector, and it runs down there somewhere. And so this time I was a little more judicious with the fish tape, and it's a little more careful on how I put it in. I just put it in a little bit, and if I didn't see it, I backed it out and turned it a little bit, pushed it in again, and then I finally saw it coming out inside that. So there's about that much room. There's one wall here, and on the other side of this screw line there's a void in there, and there's some like conduit in there and pipes that go up to the roof. And oh man. Anyway, I got the cable in there and got the Starlink cable pulled through finally. So it's going to come up through there and attach to the Starlink router right there. And let me finish off and I will show you what it's supposed to look like. I think I'm done today. This is wearing me out. So there's the Starlink router. Here's the cable I just fished. It goes way back there. Sorry, this is poor photography, I know. Goes way back in there through a pre-existing hole through the base of the slide out. Comes up here to the router. And just plug the router in when I need it, keep it unplugged when I don't. But before, I was having to set that up outside and had to try to hide it under the... I would stick it on top of my tire and just leave it there, but Mrs. Network Admin Life, her name's Christy, by the way, she's a little worried about that. Hang on, I gotta step down here real quick. Whoa, and it's a big step. Can't do that one-handed. That's a big step. Yeah, usually I would just hide the Starlink router on top of one of those tires down there. And it's precariously balanced. And I thought, no, I need a way to keep the router and all that stuff inside there. And I installed this port, Starlink port, right here, which is right behind all that stuff on the sink and all that in the bathroom. So plug the Starlink dish into this thing, and yeah. And that's it for this week's edition of Trailer Repair Life. Yeah, I know it's not network stuff. I'm sorry. But this is kind of my life now. I'm trying to find some more network related topics, but if I can't, you guys are just going to go with me on my travels, flying and who knows what all else. Trailer traveling, ham radioing. That may become the new network admin life. It's going to become my new life. So I expect to lose some subscribers, and that's okay. You know, nothing lasts forever. I'm going to keep doing the channel, but it's going to be this stuff mostly. It's not going to be, you know, hey, what kind of network problem did I fix this week? You know, unless my wireless network goes down. Oh, here in my son's messy room. He's left. We still haven't cleaned it up. His vacuum collection. Yeah, autistic kids, go figure. They like weird things. There we go. Oh man, I'm looking so old. I don't give a crap. So that's all we got for this week, guys. Sorry about all the hemming and hawing and all that. I've been trying to think about what I got to do out there next, but everything is mostly done. Oh, I also had to replace a little propane pigtail that goes from the tank to the regulator. That started leaking. So I think that's all the trailer repair items I have. I got to finish off this skylight, and I won't make it part of this video, but maybe I'll do a YouTube short on it real quick just so you can see what it looked like when it was done. So yeah, that's all I got this week, guys. If you liked what you saw, and even if you didn't, click the subscribe button. Click the notification bell. Give me a thumbs up, and we'll see you all next week. God bless.